Welcome to another episode of
the REALTORS podcast with KENLIGHT. Today we'll be discussing on reasons why investors should invest heavily in landed properties here in Abia State.
We have here with us Mr. Precious Levi. I'll start with the first question. So, what makes Abia State an attractive location for investment in landed property right now?
Abia State is surrounded with over 5 states, and Abia State is in the middle. And Abia State has a land topography that aids any investor and save cost. For example, you can't be investing in Abia State Aba precisely, and you are thinking of pushing out water aside, filling the land with water. And presently now, Abia State has increased in infrastructural development, adding the easy movement, accessibility, and good things for investment. So Abia State is very attractive.
How has the real estate business evolved here in Abia State? And where does it stand now to say?
Abia State is going on a high commercialized level, high one, because of the infrastructural development and many other things going on in Abia right now.
What are the key areas in Abia State with high potential for real estate investment?
I will answer you by telling you that every area in Abia State has high potential in real estate presently now. Yes, with the high development of things and the map of development in Abia State right now, every area here in Abia State has, there is something people do. When you tell them, there is what we call phase of development in real estate. And that phase of development now, every part of Abia State is having it presently now. Though there are places that are having more higher phase of development, but that phase of development is what, when people don't know it, they say that here is bush, this one is not developing. No, presently now Abia State, both the place you see as bush as a normal human being, we that are in the business is saying that all of them has phase of development, because the current government of Abia State right now has something to do with all parts of Abia State. So with that, everywhere in Abia State is selling, and the potential is high. But I would recommend Aba precisely, and Umuahia now, because Aba itself is jam-packed. The people are here, people are coming, the town is filled, Umuahia is filled up. So the other places are not the places that are very accessible now. So you have to rush.
In line to the question you just answered, what role does Aba play in the demand for both residential and commercial properties here in Abia State?
Aba is playing the, let's say, 80-20 role in that. Aba is like the first son of Abia State. Aba, we have more than 6 major markets that holds every day. It's not maybe weekly, every day, more than 6. Don't forget that Aba is an industrial area. Every time people are, every day we have markets that is taking more than 1 million persons coming there every day. And where are these 1 million persons living? It's hard to say that people will be traveling from Umuahia to come and work here every day. So even if there are people that in 100% of that, we have just 2% of traveling from other places to go. So the 98% of them is living in Aba. So when you're talking about the contribution of Aba to residential and commercial, I think Aba has it all.
So how does the state infrastructure or lack of affect the value of landed property?
Anywhere that the state is lacking an infrastructure will affect all the businesses there. Anywhere, in any state. Let me deal with the lack before the provision. When things are lacking, infrastructure that are meant to be provided by the state, aside properties, every business will suffer it. Imagine the road that, we have what we call federal roads. We have state roads. Imagine a road that should be done by the federal or the state is not done. Whatever that need accessibility through that road will be affected. Business, whatever business is, now bring it to properties. But right now, there is high level of development and infrastructure, mostly infrastructure development here. Name it road development, road connectivity. When we talk about this infrastructure, we're not talking about road alone. The neatness of the town is included here.
Please highlight some of these ongoing projects or upcoming projects that you think could boost the real estate sector here in Abia State?
Okay. Every part of Abia State has a potential of growing in real estate. Each part of Abia State has a road that is being constructed. Now, you can verify. It is the management and the maintenance that makes it look what it should be. Coming here to invest there, you are not afraid of anything. No, you are not afraid of it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what impacts would investment in real estate have on the local economy and job creation?
You can't develop any state without real estate. One person can build a house. One person can develop a commercial factory. So on the process of this development caused by real estate companies, factories, commercial buildings, houses, residential houses, employment, job creation has come in. 100 people are now making ends meet. 1,000 people are now making ends meet. Now check the revenue that is flowing, the money that is flowing, the revenue coming from each and every one of them. The transportation is massive, people are coming. Fuel station is selling. If the guy used to carry 2 people and park and wait, he's now carrying 10 persons, he's going 2 times, he's buying more fuel. Are you getting the fuel? That's the thing. The economy is affected generally. So real estate has a greater impact in development of economy and job creation.
Thank you, Mr. Levi. So we are down to the last question.
What types of properties, and when I mean properties, I mean residential, commercial, industrial properties, are in highest demand in Abia State?
Okay. All are in highest demand in Abia State. I'll break it down.
Okay.
All you mentioned, residential, commercial, and industrial, they are all in highest demand. Aba, precisely, they are in highest demand. You remember when I said that this is an industrial town?
Yes.
We produce. So there is no one of them that any investor can invest in and lose the money. In as much as it's in Aba. You can't invest in any of them and lose the money. You build house today. I'm promising you that you build house today. Before you finish building it, people will fill the house. Between the last 2 years, we have a greater number of real estate companies in Aba. What are they doing? We have developers here, developing areas. What are they doing? All of them coming to Aba, what are they doing here? They are developing areas because of what? The demand of these things is in high demand. And with the infrastructural movement that is going on now,
what are the risks involved in investing in real estate in Aba?
Any risk aside the normal risk that I will be saying now was then. The risk I must say that is always invoke, not just in Aba, not just in Abia State, everywhere. In as much as you want to do with anything real estate, there are risks. That is risk that every business has a risk. When you refuse to do the needful, because before you acquire any property here, there are things we do in real estate. We do what is called due diligence that involve into search, doing the needful inspection. There are so many people that even if you are not available for the inspection, you know the trusted hand. And secondly, people want to boycott some things and they do things with non-expertise in this sector of life. They think that you can just get what you want easily. But those things are the major risk. But they don't see it as something until it backfires to them. So you don't have to leave expertise in the things you are doing, and because you want to cut a peanut from it. Whereby when it will backfire, you will spend more than what you think you are saving. So you involve expertise in the business, expertise in what they are doing. People that knows it, that has name in what they're doing. You know that cannot mess up. Now you do your needful when you have involved them. And I believe when you involve those kind of people, those things that we are calling the needful can be handled. Because when you involve an expert in the business, due diligence, search, and other things can be handled on ease. So when you do this, you have run across that risk. That risk is not available again. And this risk is not only in Aba here or in Abia State. It's everywhere. Everywhere you can purchase property is in diaspora, is in wherever you can purchase property. What it has to do with property, this risk is available. You need to do the needful.
Sitting here with us is a proof that the people of Aba are really great in potentials. Thank you for staying tuned with us. See you in the next episode on the REALTORS podcast with KENLIGHT.